What's going on, guys? Panda here, and welcome to MotoGP 19. So I'm going to be doing the career mode. As you can see, my name is Austin Panda. As you guys might have known, my first name is actually Austin. My last name is Montgomery, but you guys know me as Panda, so that is what I thought I would do. We're going to be playing some MotoGP. I'm going to be doing the career. We're starting in the Red Bull Rookies Cup, and we're going to be working our way up. And we're going to see how it goes. I have the difficulty at like 75%, I think, right now. And if it's too easy, we will go ahead and up that to see where that goes. But anyway, if you guys want to see more of this and not just career mode, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe for more. And I'm just going to go ahead and start the weekend. So I have it set. I'm going to do final practice or free practice 1, and then I'm going to do qualifying and then straight for the race, so that way it's not too long. I'll probably just skip through practice and qualifying and just go straight to race. Maybe I'll show qualifying, I don't know. But let's do this.
Now that this free practice round is over, let's have a look.
All right, so that is the end of first practice. I have, as you can see, I have taken the fast lap by almost over a full second, almost a full 2 seconds. So that is good news. We'll be moving on to qualifying now to see how we do. We'll see how we do this. All right, guys. So it looks like this qualifying event is going to be a little bit rainy, so we're gonna have to accommodate that. I have not drove in the rain, so this should be interesting, but we will see. We've got 15 minutes qualifying session. Let's see what we can do. I will see you guys at the end of the qualifying. So alright, so I think on this lap I will take you guys around with me, just that way you can see what it's like to drive in the rain. And as you can see, my first lap was not very quick. It is definitely a lot slower in the rain because I have to be more calculated on what I do. So this is it. Very interesting. Taking that second corner a little wide because I'm scared. To be honest, I'm kind of scared to open it full throttle on those corners because it does get me loose real quick. Alright, that's pretty good through that corner. That was almost damn near perfect line, no wobbles. I am about almost half a second slower this lap already. A little short on that turn there. Got a little death wobble going. But we are out of it and we are back on track. Alright, let's see what we can do. This is one of the hardest corners for me coming up right here. I think I hit the brakes too hard. Now we're almost a full second and a half slower, so this could get interesting. I am not doing very hot on the wet. The wet is not my friend, that's for sure. Because it's so hard to understand when you need to slow down and all that compared to normal. On the normal dry surface, I had this pretty much dialed in. As you can see, I was about 6 seconds slower or faster on my practice laps than I am on my qualifying laps. So this is definitely a lot harder. There we go. Easy peasy out of that corner. Slow it down through this one. Death wobble. And we are free. Get a little slow down right here. Nothing too crazy. Bring it back out. Same thing with this corner. Hit the brakes a little bit. Bring it back out and we're good. We're back on the straight. Now this corner is a little bit difficult in the rain. Go ahead and hit the brakes nice and hard. And you're coming out. Give it a little accelerator and back on it. Alright, we're gonna be slower this lap, but at least you guys get an idea of what this track is like so far. We're about a second slower that lap, so I'm hoping to kind of work on that for a couple more laps just to see what I can do. I fucked that up right off the bat. A little late on the brake there. But yeah, so driving in the rain is pretty tough. Definitely not as easy as driving on the dry track. I'm not very good at it right now, so I don't know how this final race is going to go. Hopefully it stops raining and it dries up as the race goes on, but otherwise it's going to be pretty interesting because I am not doing so hot in this qualifying event. I'm still holding the pole somehow with a 2 minutes and 3 second lap, but I am so concerned that I'm not going to hold it because somebody out there is going to do better than 2:03. I know they are. I'm doing a little bit better this lap. I'm only a second slower now. Still too wide. Got not enough brake on that one. Ah, this wet racing is not fun. Well, it is fun. This game is excellent, but driving in the rain is not easy. I am not good at it. I got a little wide on that, but we're gonna keep it. It wasn't really detrimental to my time too much. Coming through the corner that I usually always cock up, and we did not. Awesome. Here we go. Back through this one, and we are on the straight for a little bit. This next corner, all I need to do is let off the accelerator a little bit, nice and slow through the corner. Back on it as we exit, and then perfect. Got a little glitch and little lag there. Brake a little bit, and we are good to go. And then this little hairpin, I have started to kind of get the hang of. It's nice and brake into it. Nice and around the corner. Oh, got a little death wobble going. Way too much lost speed right there. Lost way too much speed. That's what I mean by the wet. You never know. You never know what to expect. About 2 seconds slower. We'll give it one more lap, and you guys can see how it goes. So too early on the brakes there, but nice and quick out. Actually, kind of slow out. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this one's the corner I always mess up because I never put enough brake on it. I almost messed it up again. Little death wobble. We're still holding first, so that's good news. I don't know what to expect from the end of it because after this I'm gonna skip it because I do not think I'm gonna do any better than 2-3 because I am not good at racing on this wet surface. A little short on the corner there, hit the rumbles. Coming out of that corner, nice and good. Right. Let's go ahead and lower that setting and hit the brakes. Nice and steady through the corner. A little more brake coming out. Come out wide. Perfect. Into the next corner. Nice and slow. Nice smooth corner. Same thing with this one. Hit the brake a little bit. Drop it down in. Don't accelerate until I've exited the corner. There we go. Coming out nice and fast. This corner is the one that always gets me, but I'm learning. Nice and slow in, quick out. Drop it down in. And quick out. Look at that. Perfect. Really getting the hang of that section for sure. Ooh, that was a glitch. Ooh, Huertas has crashed. A little lag on that. Hit the rumbles. Okay, here we go. Into the hairpin that almost threw us off last time. Make sure we have enough brake on it. There we go. And we are out. Still a little death wobble, but nothing too serious. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the qualifying session. I don't know if I can do any better than that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the session with a 2 minutes and 3 second time. So we will see how that goes.
The qualifying session has just ended.
We have taken the pole position for qualifying, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. Did not expect to take pole position. So that is great. We're going to start on that front row, which is coveted in this event. I'm pretty excited for my very first race to start on the pole. We'll see how it goes. If I absolutely destroy everyone, then I'm going to be turning the difficulty up, and so it's a little bit more difficult. But we will see. We shall continue.
Right now, we're at the starting grid, waiting for the riders to receive the signal to start the warm-up lap.
Alright guys, so it has stopped raining officially. I'm going to change my tires. We're going to go with medium, 100%, rear 15%, 100%. Okay, so I think we are good to go. The rain has stopped, so the track will be drying up as we go. It is an 8-lap race, so let's jump in. Let's see how we do. So for the starting grid, row 1 is me, Ajay, Dupique, on row, oh, can't read that fast. So we've got Roche, Scott, Baltus, Eskrig, Uritar. I'm sorry if I butcher these names. I am not very good with these, with the names of the people, because I love MotoGP, but I'm not familiar with the riders as much as I am like MXGP and stuff like that. So we shall see. But anyway, let's just jump in. I'm going to skip this, and we are on to the race.
To go until the start of the Spanish Grand Prix. These riders know it will be vitally important to take the first curve perfectly.
It actually is very, very important. Hopefully we get a good start into that first corner. Here we go. And we're off. Did we get a good start? Yeah, we got a decent start. Let's see. Second place is going to overtake us off the bat, but that's no big deal. As we come up to the first corner, get on those brakes. Got on the brakes a little too early. We're shuffling back. It's alright, we can fix this. Okay, here we go into the first corner. Need to remember my braking. We're getting shuffled back a little bit, that's okay. We can catch up. Plenty of time, we got 8 laps. We have settled into 9th place for now. As I bump into Felton there. And we're going to take 7th, or 6th, 5th. Coming up on 4th. Hit those brakes. Ooh, 6th place has come up and dive bomb on the inside. But we have saved it. We are still in 5th. Here we go. Onto the back stretch. Coming up on 3rd. Are we going to take 3rd? We are. We got the front line straight speed. And then braking into the hairpin here. Make sure we got plenty of brake. Let them scoot on by if they want to. Come out fast. Dive down to the outside and take those positions. Back up to 2nd. Let off the accelerator a little bit. And there we go. We are back pushing for 2nd. We have got it. There we go. Accelerate out. And looks like we might take 1st place out of that corner. And we did. We have taken 1st place. We are officially back on top of the game. Look at that. Easy peasy. Off the accelerator. Nice and hard out of that corner. There we go. And we are back on straight. And we are good to go. It's clear sailing from here on out for the rest of the race. Just can't make any mistakes and we'll be just fine. Off the accelerator. Nice and slow. And we are back on it. Coming up to that final hairpin of the lap. And it looks like as long as I get nice and slowed up. Oh, first. Look at that. We have... Oh, nice slide job into there, the dive job. Nice. And we have continued. We are holding 1st place as we finish lap number 1. This could be a very interesting race as the riders are still super aggressive on me. Oh, not enough brake. I've gone wide, but I still was able to hold it. I'm still in 1st place. We are doing okay. Come on to that corner. This is the corner that I always mess up. Looking good on that corner that time. Got a little death wobble. That wasn't good. There we go. And we are holding it. We are out of those corners. The rest of the track I've pretty much got handled from here. I've started to learn how this track goes, and I'm doing pretty well at racing it. Nice and slow into this corner. Try not to hit those rumbles. That's where I get that death wobble. There we go. And we are out of the corner nice and easy. We're gaining quite a bit of a gap now. We're starting to take 1st place pretty handily, so that is exciting. As we come up to this hairpin, nice and hard on the brakes. Nice and slow. Let it roll out and then hit the accelerator out. We are good to go. Slow it down for this corner. No brake needed, just nice and slow. Okay, here we go, nice and slow through this corner as well. Little brake, little brake. Let us try to drop back in and then hit the accelerator out as we go. Okay, coming up to this corner. Nice and slow, nice and steady. Perfect, we are good to go. A little slow down here. Hit the rumble a little bit, no worries. And we're back on it. Here we go. I have not looked at the split times yet. I do not know for sure where we are. I did not look. I know we've got a decent gap. So we are winning this race pretty handily right now. As long as I don't make any mistakes, this should be our race to win. But I do not know. I could fall off at any time. I could fuck anything up. Alright, here we go. Coming up to finish lap number 2. We are still holding 1st place. 3rd and 4th are battling back there. They keep switching positions, so that is good on me because that'll slow them up a lot. Almost missed the brake right there. Ooh, I'm wide. I was not paying attention like I should have been, and that could have really, really hurt. If I would have won that dirt, that would have been it. Our race would have been over right there. But luckily, I was able to slow down in time. A little wide on that exit. No worries. We are out of turn number 3. Good to go. Coming up on turn 4. slow it down a little bit, accelerate out, a little wobble, but no worries. Coming into turn number 5, nice and hard on the brakes. A little acceleration as we come out, keep the bike steady. There we go, and we are good to go. I'm really getting the hang of that corner now, which is good as we come up to the halfway point. We got like 2 more laps and we'll be halfway through this race. So that is exciting. Alright, nice and hard on the brakes into the hairpin. A little bit of acceleration as we come out, now full bore. Perfect. Come up on this corner, nice and slow. Oop, almost came in too short. Nice and fast out of turn number 7. Coming into turn 8, a little slow down. Nice, little brake. Come out of that corner nice and quick. Coming up on turn number 9, nice and steady. Ooh, not enough brake. I fucked that track. I was waiting for that corner to catch me, because it always does. That was the corner I messed up the most when I was practicing this track. And final practice, or first practice, whatever you want to call it, I was really messing that corner up until I learned it. And that was back when the track was dry, but now that it's wet, it is a lot harder to learn that corner. But I've kind of got every other corner settled in, so that is exciting and good to know. Coming up on this hairpin. We still got a decent gap, but I still cannot make any mistakes. And here we go. We are coming up to finish lap number 3. Lap number 4 will begin. We have one more. After this lap, we'll be halfway through the race, and that'll be good. So that's pretty good. We're holding first place. The pretty commanding lead so far. A couple seconds ahead. I'm not gaining. I'm not losing any time. So I'm just kind of chilling. Right now it's just kind of chill mode to the finish line. I fucked that up a little bit. A little hard on the accelerator right there. Could have definitely lost us some time, but I don't know for sure what's going on behind me. Okay, coming out of that. About 31 seconds on this lap. We got a 2.5 second lead, which is awesome. Almost hit the rumbles on that corner. Ooh, got a little death wobble there. And we are out of the corner and good to go. This is where I gain the most time, is right there out of that corner, because I am much faster through that corner than they are, which is really good. Slow it down into the hairpin. Yeah, we gained almost a full second advantage on them through that corner. So that's really where I gain the most time, is right there, because I'm not the fastest through the other corners, but that corner is definitely where I shine. Now that I've learned it, that was one of the harder corners to learn, because it's all about being quick and down on the inside of the corner. And it took me a while to learn that, because I kept going in short and hitting the rumbles, so that really fucked with me. Alright, here we go. I'm not going to let this corner catch me again. Perfect. Come into this corner. Ooh, too short, way too short on that one. Ooh, that should have been a penalty, but I'll take it. I'll take that. Whoa. Deceleration, little acceleration out, and we are good to go. We'll slow down here. And back on it. We are good to go out of that corner. Coming up on the final hairpin of the lap. They are definitely falling behind now, which is good news for us. This is probably the best lap I've had so far, absolutely by far. So this is good. We are destroying them now. That was a 2 minutes and 2 second lap, which is not as fast as my first practice. My first practice, my time was a 1:57, but with it being wet, it is not as easy to go fast. The track is a lot slower, but hopefully it dries up a little bit by the end of the race, and it really helps. We are halfway through the race now. We have started lap 5. Not too much farther to go. And if I win this, I will have won my first event ever, which is great. This is awesome. We are in the Red Bull Rookie Cup, and I am excited to see where this goes. Ooh, a little hard on the accelerator there. I fucked that up a little bit. Was not paying attention. I was looking at the overtakes and stuff like that. All right, coming up on this hairpin. This hairpin is one of my nemesis. The brakes nice and hard. Come down in. Follow the rubber. Oop, messed that up. I was trying to stay on those rubber lines of the other bikes. Slow down a little bit so we can get that inside line. Exit it wide. Slow down nice and good. Keep it down on the inside of the corner. Accelerate out. Look at that. Perfect. That was almost a damn near perfect corner right there. Here comes the corner that always gets me. It's not gonna get me this time. I have conquered that bitch real good now. I don't know what I just said real good for. Coming up on this corner is all about just keeping it slow. My other motion controller just shut off. Okay, slow down right through here. Look at that. That was a perfect corner as well. We're just taking these corners really smooth so far. This whole entire lap's been really good. I can't wait to see what the time on this one is. As long as I don't death wobble out of this one. Nope, we are going to hold this position coming up on lap number 6. I just punched my mic, so I hope that's not too loud. 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Still a slower lap, but I think that's because I was being a lot more careful than the other laps is why it was so much slower. But it's also a good thing to be more careful because we're still holding this lead. We've got 3 laps left. I'm not trying to wreck or anything before the end of the race. So I'm just kind of taking it slow, taking it careful. Like right there, I really need to learn that corner because they definitely gained some time back on that one. So let's see what we can do. Coming up on my favorite corner, the corner that I am the best at compared to the others, just nice and slow in. Get a little acceleration out, hard on it out, and we are good to go. This is where we gain the most time on them. I'm hoping to enter the hairpin with a 3-second advantage, but I'm not entirely sure where that would be. Hard on the brakes. We are holding a 3-second advantage as we exit the hairpin, which is a good thing. They are not gaining very much time on me. Ooh, that could have been bad. Coming into this corner. There we go. Look at that. Right on the rumble. Nice and smooth through that corner. Nice and smooth. Breaking through this one. Nice and smooth out. Little break on this one. Nice and smooth out of that corner as well. Coming up to this one, trying to keep it smooth. Nice and smooth. Come up to this one, just a little deceleration and back on it, back onto the rumbles. And hit the brakes. Keep it nice and slow through this corner. And fast out, no wobbles, we are good. We're coming up on 2 to go. This race is still pretty close. They're only a couple seconds behind me, so they could easily take this back at any time. If I make any mistake in these last 2 laps, it is theirs to take. So I'm definitely going to have to keep it nice and slow through these corners. Nice, slow, calculated. Look at that. That was almost the perfect turn right there. Coming through here nice and fast. Okay, slow it down to make it through this corner. Okay. Coming up on the ultimate corner for me. Slow it down, drop it in. A little bit of acceleration as we go through it, and then hit the acceleration hard about halfway through it, and come out strong. Look at that. Look at that gap I just opened. Absolutely annihilating him now. No worries at all. As long as I don't wreck, this should be my race. We still do have 1 lap left, so I can't really count my chickens yet, but it's definitely looking like it's going to be our race to win. Coming through this corner. Come out strong. Back on the accelerator. Slow it down. Come back into this corner. Off the accelerator. Back on it. Come out strong. Nice and smooth. Into this one. Perfect. We're good to go. Slow it down into this one. Ooh, death wobble. That could have been it right there. That could have been the mistake that they needed to catch up. It might have been a mistake anyway because that slowed me down. Nope, they did not. They're still back there. Good, decent clip. So here we go. Once I hit that line, hit the brakes. Come into the corner nice and slow. Don't over accelerate out, and we're good to go. Coming up on the white flag last lap. Let's do this. There's no reason I should lose this one. We are definitely holding this really well. Breaking it into the corner. Drop it in for the last time. Looks like we have a 4-second gap over second place, which is really good news. That definitely means last lap I was a lot faster than I thought I was, even with that wobble that almost threw us off the bike. Come into this corner. Nice and steady. The track is definitely drying. I can feel it. I have a lot more grip. Slow it down. Even though my tires are starting to wear, I can feel the grip increasing as the track dries. If I had this on the full 100%, I feel like the track would dry up completely by the time we finish this race. But by then my tires would be so damn bald and tired that it would be super hard to keep these corners straight. Kinda it's getting that way now, but it's because it's wet. Yeah, I can't even really force that corner very well because of the lack of grip from the worn tires. But I'm not entirely too worried about it because we are almost done. We're coming in on the finish line now. Little break. Don't let the wobble happen. I do not even see them on the map down there, so that is good. I'm pretty sure we've got this one now. So come into the easier corners. Just require a little bit of slowdown. Nothing strenuous, nothing crazy. We have a 5.6 second lead over second place, so that is good news. Slow it down a little bit, come out of there nice and steady. Slow it down. Come into the final corner of the race. As long as I'm nice and slow, I'm going to take this one nice and careful just to make sure I do not wreck. Slow it down really well. Come out of there fast. And that is it, guys. We are going to win our very first event in the Red Bull Rookies Cup at the Spanish Grand Prix. We did it. That is our victory, guys. Good job, everybody. Whew, that was crazy. Almost by a full 10-second victory. We ended up getting a 2-minute lap as our fastest lap, which is awesome. We're going to be taking a 5-point lead with 25 points.
Is the cherry on top of an exhausting weekend. If his team keeps working like this, it will be really difficult for his opponents to overtake him.
As our rider celebrates their victory, I am pretty excited. That is really good. I'm really proud of that race. Did not expect to win the very first race right off the bat, but we absolutely destroyed it. I practiced quite a while to get those corners down, so the corners were the hardest part. What was it, about turn 8 or turn 9 was the one that was really hard on me, so it is good to see that I was able to win this race. Awesome, guys. That is going to do it for episode 1 of our Red Bull Rookies Cup. Next week we'll be at the Italian Grand Prix in the Gran Premio d'Italia. So I'm excited for that. I will see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more MotoGP, make sure you let me know. If you like this, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Panda, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.